Instead of the relatively unidentified Southward African sprinting Akani Simbine dazed the box to get O. Jamaica Blake was sluggish out of the blocks, outgoing the way precise for the 24-year-old Simbine to complaint, the largest name of his career today in seconds. Blake, who has a private top of seconds for the range, had to settle down for bronzed, over El Southward African, Henrico Bruantjes, who took silvery. Time Athletic has solidly introduced the position bolt epoch. The 8-time Olympic defend was yet compliance a acute eye on things, tweeting his greet to Simbine, addition a communication of supporting to ex-teammate Blake, hold setting in the job. You aware yours travel. In a sport subject so hard confident on trust, Simbine told he never doubted his capacity to win the 100 meter. I came there needing to be on the dais. I believed in myself, how I could get the O-coin. This 100 meter is an occasion of someone's got the largest ego and who can knob the ego the top. I didn't attention on which they were all speaking on. I fair concentrated on myself. Blake sharpened to his impoverished begin as the cause over his fail to dwell up to his repute as favorite. I've been since large but I was stumble and I fair couldn't restore of it. I got up fleeing but I couldn't capture them. I'm a bit frustrated. I was imaginary to get the really readily. It was never intended to be, I wonder. Following synchronization the fastest 100 meter semi-period, Blake had established oneself as favorite to get O, but he must now rotate his focus to the 200 meter definitive, that conducted location on Thursday. In the females 100 meter definitive, Michelle Lee Ahai declared Trinidad and Tobago's at first always state games O, finish front of Jamaica's Christania Williams and Gayon Evans in silvery and bronzed accordingly. Diminutive Silent Isle claims historical coin about 1,400 kilometers off Australia's O shore, sits Norfolk Isle, 34 box kilometers of earth in the medium of the Silent Sea, in a people of fair 1,700 human beings. Superior named for its pine tree trees rather than its world athletes, the Australia area had just won one state coin in its story, but the Norfolk Sakhalin Icelanders now include Else coin to jewel following a troika of grass bowlers' spring upheaval fail versus England and Canada to get a historical bronzed. The crew members due for rather a conjunction, a 55-year-old farm, a 39-year-old artist and a 62-year-old cab motorist, all upcoming along at the Isles Just Bowls Clubhouse. The troika came of over deceased in the bronzed coin matchstick to Destruction Canada, a comparison sport gigantic, 19-16 to complaint the Isles at first coin in 24-year and matchstick countryman Carmen Anderson's deed of bronzed in the grass bowls at the 1994 games. We owe it to such human beings for support us so. We're a household on Norfolk Isle. The crew is certainly to get a hero's greet on their back to the Isles Equity Kingston, although he's not clear fair how lot would include been capable to the look the strained coin winning matchstick. Behind on the Isle the TV we get is in fact of Centre Australia, so he's about Elisa Springs. A lot of human beings hard to look presence play would include been hoping it was televised. A few human beings found several dwell streams on the internet, explainable Evans. In the O-coin matchstick Scotland conquered hosts Australia to complaint their 6-0 of the games, driving up to 5 in the leaderboard. Transgender lifter withdraws via trauma. New Zealand lifter Laurel Reith Hubbard was the insurmountable favourite to get O in the females 90 kg plus finals, but an arm trauma in a unsuccessful tertiary try to raise an aspiring 132 kg saw her remove of the contest. Hubbard had been at the centre of debate in the conduct up to the occasion, as several competing teams, consisting final O medalist Figiga Stowers, of Samoa, openly embattled the judgment to let the kiwi fruit competitive as a female, 4 persons year following transition of a person. The 40-year-old Hubbard had previous competed in world contest as a person, guideline to several critics to complaint she had an unjust benefit, though no official appeal has been lodged in the State Games Board or Lifting Federation. Nigeria earned money at first coin of the games down. There were scenes of rapture in the Oxenford movie and TV studios, household to the spreadsheet Pong at the games, as Nigeria gained their at first coin on the Oshore in the men's crew occasion. Fortel Abiodun provided the African crew's location in the definitive in a upheaval win above England's Samuel Goer, up the crew bring down to destruction versus India, subsidence for silvery coin. India stormed to a 3-0 win in the O-coin collision, making their 9-0 of the games over Australia and England in the common coin spreadsheet. Cypriot O race it may not be rather as little as Norfolk Isle, but in a people of slight above a millionth human beings, Cyprus is not utilized to creature close the top of any world coin tables. But in behind golds on Monday, the Isle nationality excited within the top 10 on the leaderboard, in 4 persons golds and 2 bronzed medals. Rhythmic gymnast Marios Georgiou led the O race in his tertiary coin on the Oshore. In the men's concurrent stick time, Georgios Akelios came out on top in the men's skeet survey definitive to go on the nationalities shove for a recording breaking games.